Welcome back, guys. We are here to do the Final Fantasy 16 crossover event. Let's get right into it. Alright, so here we are with the Milo Fight Adventurer. Nope, not that person. Seeks Warrior of Light. This question is request available for a limited time only. Yes, the land on fire. Forgive me my boldness. But you are Sprint, are you not? No. then my search is at an end. The Googled gentleman tasked me to find you, you see, in hopes of entertaining your aid with some matter he designed not share with me. Pray remain here and I shall fetch him at once. Greetings, champion. "'Tis I who employed the young adventurer to facilitate this impromptu audience. As for why, I request that you, and you alone, can fulfill. Pray listen well, for my tale begins with most unsettling dream. In it did I behold the evening sky, boundless and shimmering. As I drank deep of its beauty, I spied two stars sailing across the inky expanse, one of the purest white and other blushing scarlet. Their course set such that they might pass without collision. Sharply and suddenly the scarlet star shifted its trajectory. High above a burning landscape did its path intersect with that of a white star, their conjunction marked by a brilliant explosion of light. Even in slumber I was awestruck by the spectacle." What does this mean? A lovely tale, but I fail to see what it has to do with me. I do not wish to make any claims with certainty, and yet, whatever greater meaning this vision might hold, I am convinced that the blazing white star represents the warrior of light, in other words, you. And should these portents indeed foretell future events, you are thus fated to encounter the scarlet star, whomsoever they may be. I therefore humbly request that you accompany in the burning land from my dream, that I might witness the vision denouement. I will compensate you for the trouble, of course. The question is, which territory in Eorzea might be considered burning? Metaphorically or otherwise. Battling ambush where I battled Ifrit, running wall of Eastern Thanalan. Place rich in corrupted crystal deposits. Don't say where we fought Ifrit. Is it Ifrit or Ifrit? I don't know. While its relation to flame cannot be denied, my instinct tell me nay. The scene from my dream was more rigid than bow. A great flickering outcrop of crystal, mayhap? Of course. So then the rich corrupted deposits. Those crystals would have to be immense in size, akin to those which comprise the burning wall, eh? The sight well resembles a sweeping scene from my dream. The first mystery is solved. We shall leave for Eastern Thanalan and the infamous burning wall at once. Quest accepted. The Burning Wall. An apt name indeed. It is said that the crystalline structures were formed when falling shards of Almud pierced the land's ethereal current. Some see them as a symbol of rebirth, a manifestation of renewed life. But that is neither here nor there. Let's have a look around, shall we? Spyglass at the ready. Found it. Underneath all the other people. Survey the surroundings for anything out of the ordinary. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out to the target an area and inspect it with the mouse button. Okay. So we got some sort of interaction. Alright, survey the burning eye out of place. Discover unusual. Oh, okay, so I use it. There's someone dead. That was easy. I expected to find a couple things and then it'd be like, oh. Ugh. Where am I? What's going on? These guys need to stop just randomly appearing in our world. A dream led you to me? I understand how absurd that may sound. We ourselves were unsure of what awaits us here. As for who we are, I am content to be known as the Minister. The Stuart hero is Sprint. Stalwart. Might we have the pleasure of your name? Clive. The last thing I remember was the ruins. Ugh. My head. How did I come to be in this place? It would seem you were knocked senseless. Confused is to be expected. For safety's sake, I suggest we make for the town and have a monetary physician look you over. I have no idea what that said. Shall see our patient receives proper treatment. Would you mind waiting for us at the Scholar's Walk? He's pretty badly bruised up. He's walking like that. Oh, just automatically ports us here. Cool. So now we wait at the destination. Our findling is being cared for as we speak. I'm told he should be released soon. Hopefully it was not that a bite of food and a little bed rest couldn't cure. It was kind of you to wait. Thank you. What of your condition? Much improved. Physic also noted no sign of injury or illness. You're lumping along pretty hard there. Yet, my memory remains hazy. How did I end up here? Whatever I was doing, it was important. I'm sure of it. I must return as soon as possible. I see. We cannot leave him in this state. We must help him restore his memories and find his way home. What of this city, Clive? Do any parts of Ul'dah strike you as familiar? No. Maybe I'm simply forgotten, but I recognize nothing. Not Ul'dah then. Still, I should like to think that sights and sounds of a well-known local will hasten your recovery. The Burning Wall, the place where you were found, is situated midway betwixt Ul'dah and Gridania. Perhaps a trip to the Twellswood is in order. Gridania, you say? Name rings no bells, but I have no better suggestions. And you would take me there? I'm all about getting people's memory back. Meanwhile, I shall make the rounds of neighboring settlements and ask if any of you heard of you. Let us rendezvous in Gridania anon. Off to Gridania. Or actually, no, not yet. This entire situation has me knocked off balance, I'm afraid. Sprint, was it? I appreciate you coming to my rescue. Still, you must have your own business to attend to. We can set out whenever you're ready. Quest complete. Next. Pain to recall. Clive is ready to travel to Gridania. Are you ready? Then let's head out. Is Gridania, the minister mentioned, is it far? Will we need mounts? By airship? You have those? Not that I mean to doubt you, you friend. If you say we're boarding an airship, then that's what we'll do. Do they not have them in that? I feel like they would from just a little bit I've seen, but I don't know. Once again, never played it, so. Sprint. If I may ask a foolish question, do these airships of yours actually fly? A foolish question indeed, then. Your expression tells me as much. First time traveling by airship, or is there no airship travel where you're from? Let's go with that one. No travel, or no airships from where he's from. So it would seem. It's odd. I know that the weapon on my back is called a sword. I understand what it's from and how to wield it. Foggy as my memory may be, my general knowledge seems intact. Yet hearing you speak of functional airships, I felt confusion, disbelief, for something that you clearly think of as a commonplace. I can make no sense of it. Where was I before now? Ah, but dwelling on this is pointless. Forward is the only way. To feel that bracing wind and deck shuddering underneath your feet as you rise into the sky. My memory may be faulty, but that was an experience I'm sure I'd not soon forget. So, this is Gridania. It seems very unlike the city we just left. Where to begin? I think it best if I follow your lead. Clive is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave Clive behind by entering a different area or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Clive join you again, return to him. Well, you don't have to worry about that because we're not leaving him. So we're actually in Gridania now. Need to come up. Let's see. Let's so just to the canopy, which. Oops, no, we're not removing anything. Get off of that. I'm just gonna go to here. Oh, right here. I'm dumb. I definitely tried to sidestep that. This tavern. It reminds me of somewhere I've been before. No, it's not. No, it's no use. I can feel the memory, but it's like grasping at smoke. But maybe if you were to show me somewhere else. So we'll just go up this hill. And there it is. Go into the swirly thing. Now what? Chocobo? Now that's something I recognize. Yet it's more than that. I had my own chocobo once, I'm sure of it. But as for when or where... Right? Next swirly thing. An impressive crystal. Not a mother crystal, surely. No, not nearly large enough. Ugh. When I try to remember, the fog in my head almost seems to grow thicker. This is truly a beautiful place. Taking a liking to Gridania, then, have you remembered anything else? Let's do the liking part. I do like what I've seen of it. Seems a peaceful life here among the trees, only I just can't shake the strangest feeling. As if it's too peaceful and doesn't sit right. Patrol reporting, Commander. All is quiet with the Ixol. No sightings of Gara. No signs of Garuda, a dummy. For which we are profoundly grateful. At ease, soldier. Did he say Garuda? You there. This Garuda you speak of. Sir, are you alright? Lieutenant, do you know this gentleman? Memory loss, you say? Sorry to hear that. Though it seems Garuda's name has a little spark of some sort. I was in a battle with Garuda. I fought her, sure of it. Please, you must tell me more. Anything that might help me remember my past. Of course. Gridania owes a debt of gratitude to any who stood against that destructive fiend. However, there is one more suited to the task than I. Our elder Seedseer is well versed, not only in primal lore, but also the threat of bodily afflictions. She is surely your best hope for recovery. I will send word ahead to Stelglade. I will send word ahead to Stelglade Fane. Stand ready to escort our guests to an audience. Understood, Commander. Pray find me at Nof's altar in Old Gridania, and I will see that you are granted entry to the Lotus Stand. Don't even have to do any walking. The Lotus Stand lies just ahead. If you would follow me, please. Greetings, honored guests. Hello. Commander Helix has appraised me of your friend's condition. This is he. Pleasure to meet you. I am Keen Sina, Elder Seedseer of Gridania. I thank you for your gracious welcome. I am Clive. Though beyond that, I fear my introduction may be lacking. Please concern yourself not with priority, blah, blah, blah. It is your memory loss we are here to address. I'm told Garuda's name awoke on some previous recollection? Yes. In the instant I heard it, a hazy vision of battle rose unbidden. I think perhaps if I could hear more of Garuda. A wish easily granted. Garuda is a deity revered by the Ixal, a people who once dwelled here in the 12th Wood. She appears as a winged entry, half bird, half woman, who commands the wind itself. More frightening, however, is her capricious temper, as unpredictable as a howling storm. I should add that Sprint has fought against Garuda in her primal incarnation multiple times. A winged woman of violent temptation or temperament with power over the wind. A fitting description of the opponent, I remember. What, a deity? No. The will behind the monstrous visage was distinctively mortal. I suspect Clive's Garuda and Eorzea's primal are not one and the same. Mainly, as Clive himself is not of our world. Explain yourself, minstrel. I went back to where we discovered Clive and questioned folk in all the nearby settlements. Not one person recognized his description. Such a distinctive tattoo, escaping the notice of every local rumor mongrel for alms around? Improbable, to say the least. That led me to consider another possibility, one consistent with past accounts I've heard of visitors from other worlds somehow stumbling through reality, certain and finding their way to our start. My brand? It's the mark of the bearer. Does it pain you to remember? I feel the memories trying to surface, but when I strain to recall, piercing ringing fills my ears. Garuda, bearer, Ifrit. Another primal's name. 'Twould seem the pain has a less than tangible source. Long have I studied the healing arts, yet I sense no shadow of illness in your body. Your suffering stems not from injury nor sickness. Victims of terrible events that have been known to suppress their own memories out of instinct. One's subconscious denies attempts to confront the awful truth, the mind creating a shield of pain to protect the heart. The barrier is of my own making? How then am I to overcome it? With our aid, of course. Shut up. Fate has brought us together, and together we shall triumph over this adversity. So you think me from another world, and my memories of said world are not like to return unless I acknowledge some terrible truth? The truth my mind refuses to remember? 'Tis a confining dilemma, I agree, and I have given thought to a solution. I believe that the shackles which bind your memory may yet be struck off in the heart of battle. A drastic measure, perhaps, especially when not at your best. Which is why I turn to you, Sprint. You are the twin to Cloud's wandering star. Your involvement is no accident. The path I see is thick with thorns, but if you're the will to walk it, then rid yourself of war and await me at Pakula Falls. Alright, hey, this one we get something other than go. Don't know what it is though. The Path of Infernal. Clive seems somewhat bemused. Minstrel has a plan, it seems, but he shares little beyond confusing metaphor. Still, I'm willing to indulge him if it means making progress. We're to meet him at Alpacola Falls, right? And where is that to be found? Somewhere over yonder. Good. Not far then. Let's go on, get on with it. This place, why here? Because this waterfall is where the legendary Archon Louis gathered a band of adventurers in the time of the 7th Umbral Calamity. I did not know that's where this place was. Their purpose, to extinguish the infernal Ifrit. Ifrit? I know something is there, why can't I remember? Five, recalled several words in the Elder Seer's presence, words which brought him pain. While the significance of bearer eludes me, you and I are more than familiar with it. Considering your reaction to the mere mention of the name, it's likely that the primal, or its equivalent in your world, is deeply connected to your condition. Thus have I resolved to weave my lyrical magics and bring you face to face with the Ifrit of our world. Wait, he can summon Ifrit? Here, where Archon Louis Swall paved an ethereal path to the primal's lair, will my words be given substance, and within the vision which takes form will you do battle with the phantom of our mind's creation. Imaginary thoughts this confrontation may be, I fear your suffering will be all too real. Yet you must preserve, for your hidden truth will not be unearthed without hardship. Take heart, Scarlet Star, and call upon the strength of your shining twin. Your past awaits. Where has he sent us? You stand in the bowl of embers, the site where the Alamjaw summoned their patron deity, and the stage upon which the Warrior of Light became a slayer of gods. 'Tis but convincing illusion, the body of recounted tale given breath by factual verse. Come forth, Lord of the Inferno. Hey, it's supposed to do that before too long here. Just not this part of it. An accurate spectral, yet not quite the Ifrit you know. No, not quite the same. Yep, that's definitely not ours. And he's a whole lot bigger. Time to uncover the truth. Alright, time to find out who I am. Ifrit. That's the thing which killed Joseph. Yes, I've been on its tail, seeking vengeance for my brother. This fiend must pay. Fight with me, Sprint. Done. Heck yeah, let's see if it's any different. During this battle, you will gain access to special duty actions as followed. Use raising flames to charge the foe and inflict high damage. Okay. With proper timing, you can use dodge to avoid taking damage, even if you are within the area of the enemy's attack. Certain enemy attacks will be preceded by a countdown icon. When this countdown proceeds to the dodge icon, quickly use the dodge action. Okay. So basically what you're telling me is I'm going to mess this up a lot. After executing a successful dodge, the dodge action will change to a precise strike, which provides an opportunity to inflict additional damage. Alright, let's go. Wrong one. Let's die. There you go. Finally. I blamed another to spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, it would lose something. But I accept the truth of it now. You are not Ifrit. I am. Okay. I don't want to fight too. Did not expect to see two Ifrits fighting. But it's awesome. Why couldn't he at least land like head first? A little bit of comic relief. It's still pretty good. In the battle against your own mind, it would seem you have emerged the victor. I think it said. Intriguing. And a wolf, which I know is his. Mask kills me. The illusion is unrivaled, yet you've brought a friend back with you. This is Trogol, a wolf pup raised in the duchy. There is no more loyal ally in battle, and no keener guide when the road ahead is uncertain. That would explain the aberration in the lingering aether. Torgal is here to lead you back to your own world. Huh? Clive was embraced his harrowing past, and in doing so reclaiming the memories he lost. Though not a conscious act, he has manifested his readiness to return home in the form of a trusted companion. Even so, it was difficult to accept what I've done. My younger brother, Joshua, was a kind and gifted soul. The inheritor of the Phoenix Flame. He was destined to become Archduke, as our father had before him, but Joshua was murdered. His bright future cut short. From that day onward, I lived for one purpose alone. A domination of flame had slain my brother, and I would have my vengeance. Spent years tracking the killer until one day I came to understand it had been me all along. I was younger and distraught when I first summoned Ifrit. I hadn't known such power lurked within me, or that I could even exist at all. The transformation was instinctive, uncontrolled, and it was by my hand that Joshua died. I can but imagine the anguish that caused you. There was anguish, yes, and a guilt I will never escape. I cannot let it stop me. I was born to vessel for Ifrit's power, and I need to know why. It was in search of answers that I went to Phoenix Gate and delved into their ruins below. There I found the courage to face my past and accept the truth. And then everything faded to black. Your tale suggests that something in the ruins, some mysterious force, was responsible for your inadvertent journey. And if you arrived in Eorzea from a place sacred to the Phoenix and its flames, then it stands to reason. Yes, what are you thinking? I'm thinking that to see you home, then we must return to the beginning. Our road takes us back to the burning wall. Once there, your furry comrade will lead us exactly where we need to go. Apparently, he knows where to go. We've come this far. Now Torgal will be our guide. Such was the purpose of his creation after all. No, I don't want to talk to you again. Ready, Torgal? Take me home. Bark. Once you've chosen to depart, 5 and the wandering minstrel will accompany you. Lead onward, follow Torgal to the destination, and try not to fall behind. Leave for any reason, sight Torgal, you may try again, turning to the starting point. Follow. I don't remember what level they stop aggroing, like level cap. I just don't feel like finding out. Also see I have some hands to fix on this glam set. I found it. All the people give it away. Is this it, boy? Bark once for yes. Tale ends where it begins. Where you found me? Indeed. I was baffled as to why this, of all places, would serve as a junction between our two worlds, but now I think I understand. You do? Some years ago, Eorzea was visited by a cataclysmic disaster known as the Seventh Umbral Calamity. Yet even as fire and ruins threatened all we held dear, the world underwent a mystical renewal. 'Twas if the star was reborn. One theory attributes the miracle to a benevolent entity, claiming that the undying phoenix flared into being to save us in our own hour of direst need. The phoenix? The burning wall itself is a scar left by those events, its crystal ridges having erupted from the earth overnight. Some believe these monoliths of solidified flame to be proof of the phoenix deliverance. The bond with your brother, the phoenix of your world, may have been the connection which brought you to this sacred place in ours. Drawn to the flame? It seems our time together is at an end. Thank you both for all you've done. Let's see, press on, friend, no matter how daunting the hardship of bitter the truth. May your journeys be fair. Nah, let's do this one. Always, no matter what fate awaits at journey's end. Come, Torgal. We have answers to seek. And Ballastheia awaits. Sure. And poof. Those freaking hands look ridiculous. And then he was gone. I feel the strings of a ballad. But nay, 'twould be hubris to imagine I could capture Clive's story from so fleeting an excerpt. That honor belongs to someone else. Someone privileged to see his tale to its conclusion. Sadly, the power to peer into other worlds was not granted me by this day's miracles. I wonder, however, if you might manage it, Sprint. No, they don't have it on console yet, so I can't see how the story unfolds. Or on PC yet. Oh jeez. Our little adventure is over, set in motion as it was by a dream most cryptic. I must thank you for indulging my sudden and strange request. As for your promised reward, I hope this is sufficient. Trogo proved such a trustworthy guide that I thought to bind his likeness to a summoning whistle. May his loyal spirit serve you well on the travels until we meet again. In an overly dramatic bow that I can't see because of everything. And it's complete. You can now exchange MGP for special items by speaking with the Gold Saucer attendant in Gold Saucer. Okay, we will go check those out. See what it looks like on a Golka. I've seen it on others, but not Rogadins. I could probably use the top with other stuff. I feel like, but I feel like because of the cape, it really jacks with the look of it. But I've seen it on other races and it does look good. Can't complain about that. Card is over here at the Triple Triad Trader. Right below Noctis for 200. So I don't know if it's gonna be discounted or not later. Or like not discounted, but if it's gonna be more or not later. But we will use it real quick. There's the Noctis one. I forgot to look at it. It's 179 alpha. You know, it's actually really good. A5, 7, and 8. Right, I may have to add that into one of my decks. And then these, biggest promise, I don't remember what all the names are, but they are all here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last 10. Alright, I did forget to show the mount. So I figured I'd pull them out now, which, I don't think he works very well. I know I keep calling him Golka, I'm too used to 11. The Rogadins. Let's see. Just give him some lovin's. It's pretty cool. And of course, flies. It's probably my favorite of the dogs that I have. I only have 2. And then we do have the minions. So this is the pup. Little cute thing. I'll be rocking him for a little while. Let's see. To do anything? Don't look like it. But if it does do something, let me know. I'm curious. I don't know all the tricks and everything for minions. So if y'all have any tips for me so I know what to do for the next minions, please leave them in the comments down below. But thank y'all for checking out the Final Fantasy 16 event, crossover event that they did. I liked it. Never played the game, only because still haven't made it the port for PC. But as soon as I do that, I will definitely be getting it. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.